Hello and welcome back to the Football Brehz podcast and a platform where we discuss, debate, and banter. Today, I'm your host Kieron, and on our special guest panel today, we have Liverpool supporter D Dubs.
Ooh.
Wow, we also have Man United representative James. Almost called you Jimmy there. And we have Spurs representative Ben.
Yes.
Yes, so how's everyone doing today?
All
All
good,
good,
man.
bro. All good.
Okay, third podcast of the year. So today, we're back to our preview shows. We didn't have a preview show last week because there was no games over the weekend. But this weekend we do have some bangers. We've got some really big games coming up. We're going to be previewing Aston Villa versus Man United. And then we've also got Liverpool versus Brentford, and we also have Tottenham versus Arsenal. So that's going to be the big derby that we're going to be talking about. But before we get onto that, actually, something a bit different that we can do this month. Does anyone have any transfer speculations? Is there any business that anyone knows of that might benefit their club this month? Let's start with you, Dwayne. Have you heard anything?
There's always rumours, but now my club is. I just don't really see anything happening until the summer transfer window. It's just more talks on Salah trying to extend his contract, but Klopp's press conference today was saying that there are talks ongoing. But he said it does look positive. That's what he was saying.
Okay. And what about yourself, James? Any news in the United camp?
They're gonna say it's gonna look positive, isn't it? They have to, isn't it?
Exactly.
Anyways, yeah.
Exactly.
But no, just at the moment, just Zachariah pretty much is the only one that seems to be a little bit more solid, as opposed to we always get linked with like how many players, every single thing. It won't be long before we're linked with Messi and all that again. Ronaldo's already linked to PSG. It's all stupid stuff, isn't it? But I think probably Zachariah is the only one, but he would be a great signing for us.
He's playing in Germany at the moment, right?
Yeah, Mönchengladbach.
Mönchengladbach, yeah, he's a central midfielder.
Yeah,
because I think I'm pretty sure he's got. I think his contract runs out in the summer. So if you were to get him, you can get him pretty cheap as well.
Yeah, I think I'm hearing that they're looking at something in the region of like 10 million.
Oh, that's really good.
Give them something, but what they want to do is I think they want to offload Lingard for something similar, or 7-8 million, just to try and offset that.
Yeah, Lingard is linked to Spurs apparently.
Yeah, I saw that. Lingard would be all right for Spurs actually.
Why do you say that, James?
I think he will fit in all right over there. He doesn't win anything either.
No, listen to Kieron, bro. Kieron's just trying to dig something.
The way he's drinking.
I'm just asking,
you gotta know the tone that Kieron uses when he's trying to fish for something.
Why do you say that?
just asking, Okay, let's go to you then, Ben. Apart from Lingard, is anyone else that you guys are linked to?
Well, first we need to get rid of Ndombele before we even think about getting Lingard.
Why are you not getting rid of him? Is he one of your best midfielders, or your best midfielder, should we say?
Well, he's done better than Partey, but anyways, he was meant to be, but he's clearly not fitting Conte's plans, isn't it? Conte doesn't have a plan for him, so he's either going to go out on loan, or if no one can buy him at the price, which I don't think they can. So if we get rid of Ndombele, then maybe Lingard or maybe another creative midfielder. But yeah, I just feel like we just need right backs at the moment. We're trying to wing backs in general. We need wing backs, so that's our main focus at the moment. So,
Adama?
Yeah, I heard you went to Traore.
Yeah, Adama has been the biggest one and the one that's been out there the most, but still nothing. No offers, nothing. So who knows?
Do you think Traore would kind of work in Conte's system?
No. I said this in the special show we did for Transfer Talks. By the way, go check it out. It's here. Listen, if Conte wants him, Conte clearly knows he can work with him and he can build him up to a wing back. But I don't feel like he can, because as I've been told as well, that he did play a wing back for Wolves and that didn't work out. So I don't see how he can. But if we've got Mark Doherty, I'm sure he can't be as
worse than him, but we'll see, innit?
You want Lingard though, Ben? You want Lingard? Would you want Lingard?
Yeah, listen, if we get Lingard and he does what he did like he was at West Ham, then why not? Do you know what I mean? He was banging, he was creating. So we need that midfielder that drives forward. The only guy that we've got that's doing that at the moment is Mora. Mora is the only one that will pick the ball up and drive. Do you know what I mean? And really go at defenders. And we don't have that. So Dembele doesn't really do that. Dembele just tries to hold the ball and then gets bullied off it, kind of like Pogba does. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm not trying to dig, bruv. Why are you always trying to create stuff?
What do you mean? Listen, let me get some help.
I'll be honest with you though. I think it's best for Lingard to go West Ham again.
Yeah, same.
He fitted the West Ham system better, didn't he? But we'll see.
It was perfect for him. The whole setup's good. He knows everyone there, so it's just him fitting straight back in again. I think that's probably the best look for him, to be honest with you.
And they were all like his age group, weren't they? And they were all, most of them were English.
Lingard's what, 29?
28,
No,
29.
Any like 28 or something like that. So he's younger. Any one of the young cats.
Ah, he's old. He's much older than that.
Kieron's the devil, bro.
I thought he played under 23 still. My bad.
I told you, bro. I told you.
Them Brook days, isn't it?
This guy's trying to compare him to Saka right now.
Well, you know, let's talk about Arsenal. Let's talk about Arsenal. At the moment, there isn't much incoming. There's more outgoing. So I think we spoke about this last week. Balogun, he should be on his way to Middlesbrough if that isn't already a confirmed deal. That's a loan deal. Loan deal end of the season. Same with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He's over in Rome at the moment, so he's there until the end of the season. There's talks about Pablo Mari as well, possibly going to come and where he's going. Was it Brazil or was it Spain? I can't remember, but apparently he might be on the way out. But I think more than anything, we've been linked to the Serbian guy from Fiorentina. Do you want to say his name again for me, Ben?
No, it's all right.
Okay, so is it Vlahovic? So we've been linked to him. Apparently, there could be like a big money's been put down by Arsenal for him. And possibly,
I don't even know why he wants to go to Arsenal, not Spurs. I don't even know why.
Well, to be quite honest, Ben, because you did mention you were linked to him last week, but if you're a striker, you'll be better off going to Arsenal because he'll more than likely be our number one striker. Whereas if you go to Tottenham, there's always Kane. Right. So even though Kane's been doing the Kane,
but Kane's leaving in the summer. But anyways,
but that's the summer.
What's the guarantee?
That's the summer. Exactly. Yeah. You've got him going for another 5 years, right? Didn't he sign a 12-year contract last season? So that means he's going to be with you for X amount of time. Whereas, you know, if he comes to Arsenal, he's guaranteed game time. Lacazette's going to be gone in the summer. Eddie's going to be gone in the summer. We're trying to move on Aubameyang as well. So yeah, he's gonna have some time for real, man.
But Aubameyang's got the same contract as Kane, bro. He ain't going nowhere, fam.
Boy, you would hope so. Anyway, let's go over to our comments. We got a new person, Max. Good evening, Max. Max says, "Where's this pagan Jules at today? Need to hear these dead Liverpool opinions." Now that's a very good story. Very good question, I should say, Max, because Jules was meant to be here, but he's not here, so I can't really answer that question either.
But you got another
doing the issue.
Yeah, of course.
You got another Liverpool fan, you know.
Yeah.
You can address
I'm gonna go over what I'm not gonna address what James said. D-Dub said, "Let's go." Yes, D-Dub's multitasking. We got Max again. Going to Arsenal is a death sentence on your career, though. Wow. Okay. I'm guessing Max is agreeing with you then, Ben. Well, I thought we were going to be friends there, Max. But okay, just remind me not to read your comments anymore.
But you guys can't sign that guy until you get rid of Aubameyang. I don't think you can.
No, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case, to be quite honest. I don't think you'll be. I don't think you'll be on big money. You got to remember that we've just let 2 players go out on loan. So when you think about their wages, that could already be covered with those 2 players going.
Okay, but then Newman will have to pay the monthly installments, yeah.
Something like that, you know. But, you know, let's get into our previews. Let's look at our first game, which is Aston Villa versus Man United. So Aston Villa currently nestled in 14th place. not in the greatest of form either. They've had a tough run of games. Similar to United, they've had a mixed bag of results. But as it stands, Aston Villa, they're the biggest movers this January in the Premier League. They signed Digne from Everton, and they've also signed
Digny, bruv.
Digne.
Dina.
James, how do you want to say it? How do you want to say it, James?
I say Digne, but whatever.
Digne. Okay, we'll go with James because no one likes Ben. And also, they've got Coutinho out on loan as well. So, that being said, do you think those two signings are enough to overcome Man United this Saturday, James?
Yeah, without those signings, there's enough to overcome us right now.
Wow.
Yeah, but having said that, I think we will beat them 100%. I think we'll beat them
away from home.
Yeah, 100%. I just it will click a little bit more. I don't think he's going to go with the same as what he's gone. It just depends, really. If you got Rashford and them guys on the pitch, then
who?
Trouble. Rashford.
Oh, you mean Marcus Rashford? Sorry, I just had to. My bad.
This guy, what is wrong with him?
Well, I'm just you said Rashford. I didn't know if Rashford was.
But you know what? Donny needs to play. Donny needs to play.
But he won't play.
Playing. No, he won't.
Over who?
He's not
over
start,
who?
Though.
He could play for over Fred.
Okay.
He could play over Fred.
So Van der Beek and McTominay in the middle.
Yeah, why not? Van der Beek done well in the 20 minutes he came on the other day. He broke up play. He was comfortable on the ball. He wasn't like outstanding, but it was solid. Considering he hasn't even been playing.
Isn't that similar to Fred though? Because Fred's been pretty decent in your midfield. I think he's been one of your best players this season. You know, he's been pretty consistent.
Yeah, that's all right. But Van der Beek has really good movement, so you don't clock it. But
it's the relationship as well. With Fred and McTominay seem to work better together than with Fred. With Van der Beek.
Yeah, but Van der Beek has played about 20 minutes since he came to Man United. How do we know yet?
So you wanna risk that for the Villa game to try that?
Yeah, for sure. I would put him in there 100%. I think Ronaldo is going to be back because he'll be. I think did he have a muscle problem or something? I think it was a knock or whatever they said it was.
Maybe it's a back problem for carrying the team.
Probably. But listen, like I say, look, I see little signs against Villa, more so first half, little bits. So the pressing was a slight bit better. It's nowhere near intense enough. Sometimes it's really poor. So they're like half a yard slower than they should be. And getting to there and trying to smother, but I saw little signs. So, you know, it's nowhere near there yet. It's going to be a good another month or so. But I think we'll win. I think we'll beat Villa.
I think Villa will have.
Villa were looking good, by the way, though. Their movement, their passing was incredible.
This is why I think Villa will have you.
Well. Yeah,
Villa will have you.
Nah, not with the hair.
Because think about it this way. They almost
at the moment, though.
They almost had you in the cup game. Okay, they almost had you in the cup game. And now you're going to there.
They didn't really create. You know what? I know they played well, like controlling the game, and they put the ball about, but they didn't really make any of that massively great chances.
Yeah, but now they have Coutinho. They have Coutinho now.
Yeah,
to be continued. No, he said to be continued. Who's continued? Who's continued, Ben? What's going on?
Coutinho. Listen. Man like Coutinho, all right. Man like Mr. C, all right, is coming back, and I think he's gonna. He won't start. You don't know, bruv. He might.
I don't think he will. He'll come off the bench.
He was already training with them, so he's.
No, he's fit enough, but just the way usually you see when these signings come in, they usually sit the first game on the bench and they come on at some point. That's how I'm just thinking that he won't.
He might come second half and change everything. You never know.
He might not be the same player. Also.
Very true. You know, let's run over back to these comments. We've got a comment here from Max. Marcus needs to be dropped ASAP. So I'm guessing he's
He must be a Man United fan, isn't it?
Yep. And we've got someone else. Gosh. Oh, we've got a new comment. Yes. Man like Sam Rose. Max, aren't you the same guy who got a Depay shirt when he was at Man United? Max, this time you might want to clear up here. I'm not sure what's going on here, but obviously I can put it attention. You know what I'm saying? So guys, as always, please make sure you like, please make sure you comment, and please make sure you subscribe. But also hit that notification bell as well. Hit it, because when we're uploading new stuff, you'll know what's going down. Let's go on to our next game of the weekend, and that's going to be Liverpool versus Brentford. That's gonna be our Sunday kickoff, 2 p.m. I believe that game is.
Yep.
Now this is gonna be a bit of an interesting one because Liverpool, they're currently off the boil. They were dominating the beginning of the season alongside City and Chelsea, but the past couple of months it hasn't really been doing it. They haven't really been up there, have they, Dwayne? And
No.
also now the fact that that Salah, Mane, and Keita off to AFCON. Oof, it's going to be interesting to see how Liverpool cope the next 2 months without them. So
Can we talk about Salah flopping AFCON now? Can we?
Oh, Ben, you're not a nice person, man. There's no need to go there. Let's just allow him. Let's just allow him, man. Let's allow him. Look how well he's been playing this season in the Premier League. Let's let him. Give him.
He might be coming back early.
Oh
yeah,
wow!
I want Egypt to go to the final.
Hey, you know that mask. You know that mask when Mandem are smiling in the background and in front of the vets. Yeah, that's Dwayne right now. He's like, yeah, Egypt out.
Egypt to the final, man. Egypt to the final. So yeah, so Dwayne, how you feeling about the Liverpool versus Brentford game? Are you nervous with the fact that you've got these players out, or do you have enough in the Arsenal to get rid of them or to get
them in the first game away? I was really confident in, but I was surprised that we ended up drawing with 3-3. There's a lot that defensively we had to work on, but I don't know the side that we'll possibly put out. They're a physical side, but they got battered yesterday by Southampton. It was Southampton ran all over them. So I don't know. They might get a lift from that game, Brentford, to say, we can't mess up like this again. But also they'll have a bit of confidence knowing that they got 3 goals past us the last time they played against us. The only thing is I'm not too sure about the side that goes out because the front 3 we're going to have, I have no idea where it's going to be. I'm thinking it's possibly going to be Ox, Jota, and Firmino.
What about Origi?
From what I gather, he's still injured.
Oh wow!
But who are you going to have in midfield? Because you ain't got Keita, have you?
No.
Henderson, Thiago. This got Fabinho.
Thiago's got hip injury. So
oh, he's injured again. Oh my bad. I should have guessed that one.
So, the midfield, it will just be Fabinho, Hendo, and I think it'll be
amazing.
Milner.
Jones. I think it'll be Jones or Milner, yeah. But it depends. We have to get through the game tomorrow against Arsenal as well. So I'm not sure what's going to be possibly done, to be honest.
Because I read some of that Trent and Robertson are back as well. They've been in training, so they're in contention to play tomorrow. So they should be in contention for the weekend as well.
Yeah, I think one of them will be rested, but one will play tomorrow against Arsenal.
But to be quite honest, that's not even your problem area. Your problem area is the fact that you're missing your firing power with Mane and Salah. The 2 players that they rarely get dropped. They always start, especially Salah, and I guess the fact that you've got Keita out and Thiago's injured as normal means that you've got to try and cycle around and get players that can do a good job in those positions.
That's why I think that tomorrow, I think he'll put out a young side tomorrow. I think he'll probably more likely will play a stronger side against Brentford on the weekend. So it's just, I have no idea what he's going to do, but this is Klopp. Yeah, I can't bank on any type of first 11 he's going to put out. You never know what he's going to do, and especially in the League Cup semi-final. So I have no idea. But Brentford, I think we will get the win. I think.
Yeah, I think you will too. I don't see Brent.
They've not looked good in the last few weeks themselves. I think they've really slowed down. Yeah. So I think Southampton went above them from that win, if I'm not mistaken. So. They've been slowing down over the past couple of months, to be honest. So I think we can get them, but we just gotta make sure that we're at the races.
Okay. And James, let's go over to you. So we've already established here that Liverpool have a couple of players out. Do you think Brentford have enough to possibly sneak another draw like they did earlier in the season, even though they have slowed down?
Yeah, 100%. I think they can nick the win. Do I think they will? I don't think so. I think Salah's a massive miss because he's the one who usually sorts out everything for them. So when they need a goal, he produces that moment of magic. Even though he's been a little bit dead in the last couple of games, he's still the guy that if he was there. If they had Salah, I would have said definitely a Liverpool win. It's going to be a tough game for Liverpool, especially with that midfield and the front. Well, you've got a good enough front three. Jota's good. Firmino, he'll just, I don't know, whatever he's doing. I don't know what he's doing these days, to be honest with you. And Ox is decent as well. So you'll be all right.
He's been playing well recently. He's been playing
but
well.
They might put him in the middle. And you haven't got Curtis Jones, have you?
Curtis will go in the midfield, and I believe Ox will go up top.
I thought it might have gone the other way. Like Curtis might have gone to the right and Ox might have gone in the middle.
I don't think Jones has got the pace to cope with that, to be honest. But anything could possibly happen. Do you know what I mean? But it's because I've seen Ox play more out on the wide positions. I'm more likely to see him play up top.
He did it at Arsenal as well, wasn't it? He played wide, didn't it? So Arsenal as well. But either way, the ref will save you guys anyway, so you're good.
Wowzers! Woo! Let's go with these comments.
Wait! Did United get 2 decisions for him yesterday? Huh?
Anyway, comment time.
Correct.
Let's deflect. So we got a comment here from Sam. Sam says, "Who do you think is a realistic midfield signing for Arsenal with El Neni and Partey missing?" That's a very, very good question, Sam. I don't think Arsenal will sign anyone this season. I think if they were to get anyone, it might be a loan. There has been links to is it Gomareres? I think he plays for Lille at the moment. French midfielder. Sorry, I think he's Brazilian midfielder. And we've also been linked to Gini Wijnaldum as well, who's currently at PSG. I think that if we were able to get Gini on a short-term loan, I think that'd be the best thing for Arsenal, and then we could maybe look to sign a player permanently in the summer, because we definitely need some reinforcements in those positions. All right, so let's look at our last game, which is the big one.
Oh, we're not talking about Chelsea.
Pardon?
Nothing. Never mind.
Well, put it this way. We all know it's meant to be Man City versus Chelsea this Saturday, but as you can see, people didn't want to turn up. They didn't want to talk about it. So it's kind of telling us how they feel about the game.
I know one Chelsea bred that wanted to watch the game.
We can do a little brief one, but I want to draw, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Of course you do. Why wouldn't you?
Very true. What were you saying, James?
But if there was a win, hold on. If there was a win, Dwayne, would you rather City won or Chelsea, considering Kadus and Alex?
Basically, he's saying you want Chelsea to lose.
I think the way our team is right now, I don't think we'll catch City. So more than likely, I'd rather Chelsea drop points. I think City's just too far ahead at the moment.
So rather City win rather than Chelsea winning.
Chelsea, yeah.
You know what though? Hold that thought. What we'll do is when we're doing the score predictions, that's when you can tell me your score predictions for Man City versus Chelsea. So we can throw that in later. All right. So yeah, where were we? Tottenham versus Arsenal, the North London derby. It's our late kickoff on Sunday at 5:30. Both teams are getting results at the moment, doing very, very well. I think Arsenal. I think their form is slightly better in the league than Tottenham in terms of winning games. I know Tottenham aren't really losing, but they're grinding out those good results. Looking at this game though, it can go either way. I think form when it comes to derby games against Arsenal and Tottenham, it goes out the window, especially the fact that Tottenham playing at home. And I think the last time Arsenal might have beat Tottenham at home would have been like maybe 2014. We have to go back, you know what I'm saying, back into like those books to find out where. So let's go over to you, Ben, first. Let's go over to you first, Ben. How are you feeling about the game? Who do you think is going to take it? And who are you most worried about on the Arsenal team?
I don't even know, man. Like you said, with a London derby, form goes out the window. It's a madness. I want us to win because obviously when we went to Emirates, it wasn't good for us. But that was not under Conte. So I think with Conte, it'll be a different story. But without Son as well, that's who knows? Who knows? Son's not playing.
Is he AFCON as well, yeah?
Huh?
Is he on AFCON as well, yeah?
You're funny. No, he's injured, isn't it? but also Kane is not banging, so I don't really know. Um, the guy that I'm worried about from Arsenal's side is Odegaard. I think if Odegaard takes control of that midfield, then we're in trouble. I think his supply and his quality can be a real problem for us. But he's the guy that I'm really worried about. But yeah, we'll see.
And Dwayne, as a neutral, obviously not being biased like myself and Ben, who do you think is going to be who's going to be the pivotal person for that game for both teams?
I would say it would be Odegaard. I would agree. I think he's having a real good season, to be honest. He stepped up in the last few months. But also, it's not only just him. I think Martinelli has looked very good. I don't think he's just not been a bit clinical enough in when he's shooting, but he's been very, very dangerous. He's been giving a lot of the fullbacks major, major problems, especially against City. Arsenal played very, very well in that game, and he was one of the main guys that caused City a lot of problems. So did Saka. But Odegaard has been running the show. He's been doing a great job. He's actually keeping Emil Smith-Rowe out of the first 11 lately. So, I think Odegaard will be the guy.
So James, as another neutral, I'm guessing this game kind of it has a pivotal, I would say, point for United as well, because whoever loses, I think United have the capability of maybe overtaking maybe a game or two. If you were to say, if one team was to lose, who would you rather lose and why?
Who would I rather lose if they had to? Arsenal.
And why Arsenal?
Arsenal. And it's not even because I dislike you guys more at all. I just think that you guys will go on just a bit more informed at the moment. Seem like you've got your stuff together at the moment. Even though Tottenham are doing it, like you said, they're grinding out. They're not really, once they hit form, maybe that'll be dangerous. But I just feel like Spurs are Spurs, isn't it? You know what I mean? They'll usually come up short, like when it matters. So, to be fair, same with Arsenal. But at the moment, they seem like they've got their stuff together a lot more than Spurs at the minute. So I would say, obviously, you're ahead as well. I would ask for you guys to lose 100%.
Okay. Ben, I'm in a nice mood. You can have the final thoughts on this game, my friend. Is there anything you want to say? Anything you
Nah,
get
you do the honest, bro.
No, it's not you. I'm hosting. You know what I'm saying?
We
I'm
don't know.
neutral.
We don't know about. We want to know your view, though. I want to know. This is a derby, bro. Be honest.
Okay, my views is I think it might be a draw. I think it might be maybe a 2-2 draw, or possibly I think Tottenham might nick it, only because again you are at home, and the fact that we're missing Partey, I think that's going to be a big miss for Arsenal, because he was almost like he was a cog that kept things ticking over when we play against other teams, and the fact that
what happened to Partey? What's happened to him?
AFCON.
Oh, he's got AFCON, isn't it?
Yeah, he's at AFCON. So the fact that we're missing him, we don't really have another enforcement. We do have Xhaka, and Xhaka, he'd rather be in the UFC than play in the Prem. He's always got something in him, which is like, okay, then he's gonna go left. He's gonna go left right about now. So yeah, it's a tricky one, very, very tricky one. What we'll do now is let's go over to comments. We've got one comment here. Oh, Arnold. Hello, Arnold. Good evening. Arnold says Chelsea FTW.
For the win, do you think?
Yeah, for the win.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for translating, because I had no idea what that was. You could tell I'm old. So I tell you, actually, Arnold, that's a great thing you just brought up there. What we'll be doing now is we're going to score predictions. So if you want to get involved, type your score predictions, and I'll give you a shout out during the podcast as well. So, but before we get score predictions, please make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and you hit that notification bell so you know when we are uploading. So, first game, because it's brought up earlier, Man City versus Chelsea. Dwayne, what are you saying?
I think it'll be quite close, to be honest. So I think it's going to be 2-1 City.
Okay, James.
3-0 City.
Nice. Ben.
2-0 City.
Okay, I'm gonna go 3-0 City. Because we're forgetting one important thing, that they have Kepa in goal for Chelsea. Up next we have Aston Villa
Yeah, you're
versus
right.
Man
That was
United.
a great point, by the way. I
I
forgot about
Boy,
that.
about that.
boy, I'm on the ball. I'm on the ball, boy. I'm on the ball. So up next we've got Aston Villa versus Man United. Also, big up my family down in Brum as well. I've got to shout you guys out. No subliminals there, James. I'm not trying to say I want them to win, but if they do win, it's for the family. You get me? So, Dwayne, score predictions, my friend.
Revenge for Villa, 2-1.
2-1. Ben.
Yeah, I agree. 2-1 Villa. Coutinho will score, bro. Telling you.
Cool. Rod, to be continued, you say we'll score.
To be continued.
I would say, do you know, I can never bet against United, man. But I'm gonna say 1-0. Yeah. How you feeling, James?
2-0 Man United.
Okay, nice. The confidence. Up next we have Liverpool versus Brentford. What you saying, James?
2-1 Liverpool.
Okay, Ben.
Yeah, 2-1 Liverpool.
This one's a hard one.
Cool. I'll do the same.
They're
2-1
all
Liverpool
hard, but
as well.
yeah.
Okay, pause. And Dwayne.
I'm going 3-1 Liverpool.
Okay, them goals are coming from somewhere. And our last game of the weekend, the big London derby, Tottenham versus Arsenal. Let's go with you first, Dwayne.
I'm going 2-2. 2-2 draw.
Cool, James.
2-1 Spurs.
The
Nice.
team's losing right now.
Boy, what did you say, Dwayne? I never heard you.
A team's losing right now.
A team.
A team is losing right now.
Oh, I'm guessing he's talking about Spurs. I would say 2-2. That's what I'm saying. I said it earlier. I'll say 2-2. What are you saying, Ben?
1-0 Spurs.
Okay, nice. All right, let's go over to the comments. We've got some score predictions here as well. Sam says 3-1 City. Okay. And then we have the 8-18. Is that correct? We've got Chelsea 2-1 win, I think. 8-18 again. 1-0 Villa United. 8-18 one more time. 3-0 Liverpool. And 8-18, I believe I like you. You said Spurs 1, Arsenal 2. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I've been your host today, Kieron. A big well done and a big thank you to Dwayne and to James and I didn't freeze. And to Ben. Don't worry, Ben. I forgot about it. Ben, what you look so stressed for?
He is fuming.
Ben, why you look so stressed? Anyway.
Bro, I'm out.
Like, subscribe, share, comment, hit that notification bell. See you all next week.
I've just seen the goal, man.
Deuces.
Screw this.